Hello and welcome back to Turbo Fire Garage. Today we're taking a break from classic cars and we're going to look at some modern cars. This 2013 Ford Taurus SHO has been my daily driver since June of 2017. It has served me well and has been a great car. But now I have found something else, and it is actually a 2018 Kia Stinger GT2. Great color combination, highest trim level package just like the Taurus. Both of these cars are powered by a twin turbocharged V6 engine. They both make the same 365 horsepower. My Taurus here has 142,000 miles. This is the 3.5 liter Ford EcoBoost V6 that lays in there sideways. This one has had several modifications done, starting with a cold air intake, a catch can. It has provisions for a methanol injection system. All in all, with the vehicle specific tuning that I have done, the catback exhaust system that this car has, it should make right about 500 horsepower, and it is very quick. The Kia Stinger that is replacing the Taurus has 67,000 miles on it. It's a little bit more simple interior, but it is a much nicer interior. The seats are contoured very well. Has a flat bottom steering wheel, and it does have a little bit nicer stereo on it. This twin turbocharged V6 is in there correctly. This one also has a cold air intake system, and it also has a catch can. Aside from those two things, this car is completely stock. I am looking forward to getting some aftermarket tuning for this so we can bump up the horsepower. Stock for stock, the Kia is faster. However, with the substantial modifications of the Taurus now takes the cake. As far as brakes go, the Taurus SHO does have the performance package, which does give different calipers. So the brake diameter and the size of the brakes is the same. However, the pistons inside the calipers are larger with the performance package. They do an adequate job of stopping the vehicle, but definitely not like my previous car, which was a 2006 Chrysler 300 SRT8. This one, on the other hand, has factory Brembo brakes, just like the Chrysler 300 SRT8. They are much larger. And as you can imagine, they stop much, much better. Now this car is smaller and lighter than the Chrysler 300, and it stops better. I've never owned or ridden in a vehicle that stops this well. This has a whole bunch of whoa, and I am looking forward to making the go just as fast. So the Kia is my fair weather daily driver until I get the Taurus sold. Then I'll get to exclusively drive the Kia, and I'll have a empty spot in the driveway for something new. When I purchased this vehicle, the dealership did a whole bunch of maintenance on it for me. Every single fluid in the car was changed. The oil, transmission fluid, front differential, rear differential, all of that stuff, coolant, everything was all changed. And unfortunately, the dealership did not do a great job. While I was driving the car, I did notice a very loud rattle coming from the front of the vehicle, and it was a rotational kind of rattle. So I took the wheel off and I was poking around, and I'd noticed that's where the rattle is coming from. The dealership that I purchased this from serviced the front brakes, and they turned the rotors and they replaced the pads. I'm not really sure how a dealership would miss this. This is a reputable dealership. They have several dealerships in the area, actually. But how somebody could install the anti-chatter bracket upside down, that's a new one on me. This is why you should always pay attention and do one side at a time if you've never worked on brakes before. Yeah, just match the sides up. And how an actual dealership missed this and installed these brackets upside down is completely beyond me. Now, the pads are not going to fall out because the two pins are installed, but boy, at the end of the day, how a dealership could miss this is completely beyond me. And for them to not notice this while driving it, even from the service area to the lot, yeah, somebody had to have noticed that and just kind of ignored it. So a little disappointed at the dealership, but it's a quick and easy fix. With the clips right side up and installed properly, no more chatter. There's another thing that the dealership did that I don't like. You see how it says on this lip, it's a little hard to read, but it says never inflate beyond 40 psi. So we got our little gauge here. Well, that looks like 45 psi to me. So not only did they not know how to work on brakes, but they also don't know how to inflate a tire. So not really sure what's going on. So thank you very much for joining me, and we'll have some updates for the 1970 Torino in the next one.